Hello. Yeah, I don't know. The flash isn't very flattering. Like, who decided this was a nice flash to have? Oh, and a cat is, yeah. Her name is Evie, by the way. Anyways, I am here to talk about how opening up is important. Why are you? She's meowing. Why opening up is important, and being vulnerable is important. Um, it's honestly, it's good in relationships overall when you are vulnerable, when you're opening up to somebody. It's like it's like telling a person, like, oh, I trust you, or like, you are, even like a little bit safe, like you're like just safe, that I can talk about this. And honestly, like, as a person on the other side, I feel like truly a lot of times that's honorable. Like, that's like an honor to have someone like trust or have safety to be able to open up and or talk about a certain feeling, right? And it doesn't have to be something super deep. It could honestly just be like, hey, I just feel like I'm not being totally heard, or I feel like I feel this way because I've been through a lot, and as a child I saw this a lot. I don't know. And yeah, it doesn't have to be super. It can be like a tiny little vulnerability, and to be honest, a lot of times with tiny vulnerability, like, open cracks, and that like leaves a way of like I don't know, like an opportunity to have a good relationship, at least, where we can understand each other, and that we can understand our differences when we disagree. And also, I think it allows us to be a bit more open-minded and have a more productive conversation, especially when you're like, I guess, yeah, I feel like we're just so used to having conversations with people, or like, I don't know, or having, or just, I don't know, having this preconceived like notion or like thought that we gotta be guarded, and we gotta be cynical and skeptical of a person no matter what, and like, I guess, that may be true when, like, liberal, conservative like me, it's like, oh, very different, right? But it's like, we should be vulnerable. And not only that, the other person on the other side, right? The person on the other side, right? They're receiving this vulnerability, should not shut the person down either, They should recognize it as vulnerability, as like, okay, this is trust you're giving me. I'm gonna try to give it trust back by recognizing it